What are you doing?
With this special synthesizer remote, I will hack into every video game show across the interwebs. And there, I will post nothing but bad reviews for Watch Dogs. Then, when all the people look up reviews for this game, they'll think it's nothing but a ripoff of Grand Theft Auto 5! This is genius. What's going on here? What's happening? No! No work! You gotta work! No! Oh, this is what I get for buying something off of Amazon. Come on!
Trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers.
Welcome to the Brotherhood of Gaming Video Game Review Show, the only video game review show that is currently on the run from the law. I am your host, William Morris.
And I'm your co-host, Eugene Morris.
Well, here it is, 2014. The big one. The one that everybody has been waiting all this time for. Ubisoft's newest title, Watch Dogs. Now, after having played it for a little bit of a while, we now have pretty much agreed that Watch Dogs stands as a testament to the fact that even if you borrow a certain idea or element from another video game source, you can still have tons of originality and work around it, and as well as have a lot of fun with your own adventure.
Now, we're not going to waste time going over every single different console version, because other than some slight graphical improvements, the gameplay should be the same across the board.
I hack the city to make it my weapon.
The presentation and story for Watch Dogs starts out very strong and continues to remain as such for the entire run of the game. You start off in a very real setting, very similar to the Grand Theft Auto franchise, starring your main character, Aiden Pierce. An underground vigilante whom we're led to believe rights wrongs and serves to be the hero type. Unfortunately, doing such heroics gets people like Aiden in trouble with some tough villains that seek to kill him, while holding his family hostage. Fortunately for Aiden and the player, he's got friends and one of the deadliest weapons known to man. The cellular telephone. Yes, this little device has ended many lives with the famous texting while driving problems. However, Aiden and friends have managed to do the impossible and use it to hack into the world around them and control just about anything technological nearby. Like a true science fiction story.
Everything is at my command.
Watch Dogs has an enormous amount of gameplay that would probably take us a couple hours to explain it all. So for the sake of saving time, we'll just mention them briefly. First off, we'd like to mention that Watch Dogs indeed plays a lot like the latest GTA games, right down to some of the controls. And if you watched our other videos before, then you know that we explain that's not really a bad thing. If you're borrowing elements from a game that was good to add to yours, great, more power to you. That being said, because it borrows the elements of the overworld and its realism, you should know already what kind of game you would like. There's a lot of suggestive language and sexual content, so we would encourage parents not to purchase or allow your kids to play this one. This is an adult game.
Even though you are the borderline hero of the game, you can still do very questionable things. You can steal cars, kill or injure civilians, get involved with NPCs at your local areas around the world map, all at your leisure. There's a huge plethora of side quests and secret missions that there is just absolutely no way we could cover them all. Either by activating some of them on your phone or talking with NPCs, you can engage in some mini-games as well. Such as money races, destroying Chicago as a giant mechanical spider, that would make John Peters cream it, or you can visit local shops for clothes, weapons, etc. By observing your world map, you can find a lot of locations to explore, including CTOS towers. Unlocking these will get you more access to the city's inner workings. Secret hideouts, hidden collectibles, side story investigations. This game will keep you busy. All of this is 100% entirely optional. However, it's busy work that is well justified due to the rewards that you will get.
And I'm not afraid to use it.
While traveling across the overworld, you'll get text notifications of potential crime threats in your area. You have the choice of either doing something about it or ignoring it. There's no penalty for ignoring it. However, heeding the message and solving the crime at hand will increase your reputation gauge. This mechanic is very similar to the one in Amazing Spider-Man 2. When you earn the respect of the citizens, you will be praised for your efforts and treated like a hero, and get you far less likely in trouble with the cops. Constantly doing bad things, such as being a murderous prick, will decrease your reputation and make you virtually public enemy number one to just about everyone. The crimes you can face can range from mugging, murder attempt, convoy escort, and tracking, to name a few. Add all of this is a very well-built city that's alive with people walking around, real-time weather, and multiple notifications popping up. Watch Dogs has a very active system.
Now here is the biggest feature of all. Aiden, of course, carries an arsenal of weaponry like guns, semi-auto rifles, and all of the great firepower that you could ever want in a video game. But his best weapon, of course, is the cell phone, which has loads of extra features all on its own. For just about every situation you find yourself in, the phone can just about help you in every way. Its hacking capabilities are that of real science fiction. While either playing stealthily or trying to avoid being seen, you can cause distractions, set off enemy bombs, mess with their head radios, and much more. Tapping square or X will activate the profiler, which will bring up this little window telling you everything about the person your phone is targeting. This can be used to find potential crimes and hazards as well. It can also be used to hack into people's bank accounts where you can take their money from local ATMs.
With the cell phone, you can hack security cameras, unlock doors, and take care of other obstacles within your path. You can also use the phone to detonate traps along your foes. You can also use it in high-speed car chases with traffic lights. That's always fun. Upon completing missions and side quests, you will earn points. Using these can upgrade your character skills upon a grid from combat abilities, more hackable phone features, crafting arts, drive precision, and the like. We highly recommend boosting as many as you can because the game will get very difficult as you progress. One minor flaw is that you have so many available options at your disposal that you can often forget that you have them at all, and make simple mistakes because of it.
Increasing your abilities will give you some really awesome tricks that you can use to your advantage, like shutting down the city lights for a few seconds, which will blind all of your foes and leave them at your mercy. You can also activate nearby traps that'll throw them completely off guard and or kill them. It's all about trial and error, and experimenting with what works for you. Watch Dogs definitely allows the player to play through the adventure how they want. There is no linear path on how to go about doing things, so the world is yours. Are there any flaws with this game? Well, not many that are worth decreasing rank, but there are a few nitpicks. The driving of the vehicles can feel a bit stiff. Getting used to everything that the phone is actually capable of doing will, of course, take a lot of practice runs and a lot of trial and error. But, no game is perfect. It's all a very subjective matter, and it comes down to personal preference anyway.
There are some online features where you can connect with other players and hack with or against them. But even without the online features, which do offer some single-player advantages as well, the gameplay in Watch Dogs stands amazingly strong, and we couldn't put it down. A lot of the music is done very well, and it's very intense. Music does a good job of bringing you into the moment, or getting you into the heat of the action. There's also a ton of copyright music to be heard in the stereos of the vehicles and the overworld. There's definitely no shortage of music here. As for the graphics, definitely something to be amazed with. Though it's still standard for the generation, a lot of massive environments are still breathtaking to behold, even if there is a few texture pops here and there. Overall, nothing to complain about. When it's all said and done, if you think you can enjoy a game that has elements of Grand Theft Auto, Assassin's Creed, The Punisher, and some science fiction thrown in, and we here at the Brotherhood of Gaming says that Watch Dogs is just the game for you.
Well, boys and girls, that wraps it up. You've been watching the Brotherhood of Gaming video game show. Be sure to subscribe, go to our Twitter, Facebook, and be sure to follow us on both of those sites. You can find the links below. And as always, gamers, keep on gaming. Until next time.
You'll never take us alive, you punk asses!